Assalamu alaikum. It's 2 more nights now, mashallah, and then we're going back to our home. Mashallah, it's been a very good experience. An amazing time. I'm here for 19 days. I've stayed for 19 days. 19 is a good number. Mashallah, the miracle. It's a signature of God. Codifies the Quran and many other scriptures. By the prophets. And so 19 represents 1 and 9. The first numbers which start with one digit, and after 1 and 9 is 0. When 0 is not quantifiable, so we go to 10, and 10 is a accumulation of 1 and 0. So it goes back round. So 1 and 9 are very quantifiable numbers, which represent the first and the last. 1 and 9. The word wahid or wahid in Arabic has the geometric value of 19. It's also a name of God, meaning the only one, the only one and only. Mashallah, it's been a good stay, good visit. The city 5-star hotels all the way, got a very good deal. With Annointed travels, my dad's good friend got us a very good deal. I don't know if it's just becoming a norm for people to stay 5-star now when they go to pilgrimage, or if it's just a competitiveness of booking seats and how many people stay at the hotels. But we got a pretty good deal because we stayed for 19 days and we paid like £1,100 per person, which is alright really, because usually it costs people about £700-800 for 2 weeks. So we got an extra 5 days plus it's 5-star, which includes bed and breakfast. Time for Isha namaz now. That's another good advantage. There's a speaker on the ceiling which tells you when your salah is due. I've prayed at the Masjid al-Haram a few times. Not as often as I would like to, and not with the stigma and the fear that goes with being deemed mentally unwell sometimes, and also practicing a form of Islam which is not mainstream and not traditional, but actually more consolidated and more researched and more authentic and more authorized than all the other madhabs and sects in Islam. And it's been an eventful 3 weeks nearly. Me and my wife have stayed together now, and my dad and my mum and my two aunties come with us, staying in the other room. Usually it was 3 beds in each room, but my dad moved the mattress to the other room. There's 4 people staying there, just 2 people staying here. So that's another way of our cutting costs if you go in with a group. And if you are to come to Mecca, then I advise that you come with some people who know what they're doing and are familiar with the society and with the whole mainstream networks and everything, and networks, and we have an advantage. Even my wife has an advantage here because there's a lot of people from Pakistan here speak Urdu, Bengalis, and which can be an advantage for us because we don't even need to speak Arabic, because most people here who work in shops or in the masjid and cleaning and things like that are from Southeast Asia. And mashallah, we went with London travelling, it was good. It gave us a good price, and we got coaches, good coaches from here. After 4 days to Medina, where we stayed for 7 days, and then 8 days we stayed in Medina, and then we came back, and well, 7 days in Mecca, so 4 and 7, and then there's two nights of travelling. So you can say it's like 786 written back, not in the same order. Say 687, which is quite strange. If you were to allow me to add the 2 to the 4, otherwise you can say it's 4872. So there's 19 days while we're in our destination and 2 days of travelling. Not 2 days, it takes about 15 hours to get here, which is makes you feel pretty crap sometimes. Mashallah, and the 7 of us travelling together this time. Mashallah, there's me, my mom, my dad, my wife, my 2 aunties, and my mom, my wife's carrying baby, who's only about a month or 2 years old, 2 months old, a month or 2 months old. So that sounds really special for me, that submerged. It can have a lot of meaning to a lot of different situations, really. And it's quite childlike. Bought loads of watches, Swiss watches. I bought some watches for all my nephews and nieces. And well, I went out shopping and bought some Italian silver rings. I bought myself a Swatch watch. I think it's a good deal, Swatch watches. For the price of a Rado, I was looking at a Rado, and the Rado was taking me back 1800 Real, which was like a nice watch though. It was a really nice watch. Rado, and 1800 Real works out to be about 550 Real works out to be £100. So it's a good deal, really. It's still a good deal. £400 for a decent Rado. Not common standard Rado, but a really decent Rado, which would. The thing is there's no tax to it or anything. So you can just take it back, put it on, and take it back. The thing I thought, I went to Swatch shop, and I thought, this is a decent watch for £490 Real. So I bought one for myself. I bought 2 for my nephews and this and watch. The Swiss watch can give it to you guaranteed. It's a bit middle class, not really what Swiss middle class would do, really. Good to have a nice silver ring. I think they come in different sizes. Mine's just medium size. I wear it on my wedding ring, wedding finger, but I think I should have got something a bit bigger, a bit bulkier, a bit more bling. It's been a good time here actually, mashallah. My head looks tiny on camera. It just looks tiny compared to the whole space around me. And 2 more days really. Nothing to do really. I just sit in my room. Relax some time, go to the masjid and run around. Do ziyarah there. Read some du'as. I'm reading Surah Makkah at the moment. I finished the Quran. I haven't finished the Quran, but I'll complete the Quran somehow. I was at the end of the Quran yesterday, and this month, today I was reading Surah Makkah. My intention was to read the whole of Surah Makkah today. Well, last night I wanted to read it, because last night I got anointed with bilisan oil and virgin and olive oil and Zamzam water. So now I've been anointed 3 times whilst I've been here. The bilisan oil is like a little capsule of water of oil which only contains like 5 drops. It's supposed to help with paralysis and things like that. And so I felt anointed, and then I thought, after having been anointed like from foot to head to toe with oil, and I thought I'll go and do Umrah and get back in my Ihram and go and do Umrah, but I can't do it on my own. I need someone to hold my hand, because steps can be very scary for me, and steps are scary for me. But I'm really thankful, because it was a really good, pleasant walk. Some strolls, visit Dua and Kaaba, that's really pleasant. I've been to Safa Marwa. I'm a believer, and I think it has a lot of spiritual strength of that. About 400 meters or 300 meters long, and you have to walk back and forth 7 times. First time I did it on a wheelchair, on an electronic wheelchair, because I got here about 1 o'clock in the morning. Second time I did it after I come back from Medina. I did it while walking. I've got nerve damage on my right leg, but I see other people around me, and I'm thankful for the amount of ease that I have in my life. I find other people's situation much more difficult than mine, but I don't know how they cope with it and how they get along with their lives. So I was about to start. I'm going to stop this video now. My wife's gone out with some of the people that we come with, a group of family and neighbours. I'll tell you what the problem with the salah that they do. They don't know why they should read Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim in the beginning of the salah. And if you read down, just listen down. If you just recite the Fatiha, he starts at Alhamdulillah. He misses Bismillah out. How can he do that? And then at the end of the Bismillah, after the end of the Fatiha, they say Amen, Ameen. And Ameen is the name of the Egyptian sun god. Has no relevance in Muslim world. And he just secularizes their prayer, because they don't reach his God, because it's secularized. It's polytheistic, idolatry worship in it, innovations in it, there's secularism in it. See, he says, I mean that, and now after he says this is something that they do, some sort of vainglory about. They start reading a verse from ayats from the Quran,